Hi guys, welcome back to Do You Speak African? I'm Simbi.
Hey, I'm Nana.
And hey, it's your girl Sophie back again.
All right, and this is episode 3. So how are you guys doing today?
Doing
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
Our podcast officially launched a couple days ago. We've been getting some really great feedback. Thanks to you guys for listening. Make sure to subscribe, share, rate, review. Love you guys.
Thank you.
And make sure to comment under our SoundCloud so we can know what you guys are thinking, so we can interact, have conversation, be nice to us, because we ain't got time for that, and be nice to each other. So today we're going to move on to our African struggle of the week. So what's up, Nana?
African struggle of the week is Africans versus the world. And in this struggle, we deal with Africans versus Africans, meaning Africans versus West Africans, East Africans versus West Africans, Nigerians versus Ghanaians, Africans versus Caribbeans,
I'm kidding.
and then Africans versus African Americans.
Yes.
So Africans versus the world.
Basically.
Yeah.
Africans versus the world.
Be hating on us. Like, what's
We're
up?
Africans
So what's up?
versus-
I feel like no matter what you do if you don't, you damn if you do. You know that saying, whatever. So Nigerians, for one, since I'm Nigerian, I do feel like we get attacked often by East Africans, South Africans. Like,
I feel like you got to start from the country. You got to talk about like the tribal shit.
okay, oh well, when it comes down to that,
start
but
from the inside and work your way out.
okay, so Nigerians versus Nigerians. that's I know that one personally. Like that
Yes.
one's just like it's crazy. Simbi and I, we're cool. Like she's Yoruba, I'm Igbo. Like we're fine.
Are we? I'm kidding. I mean, we cool.
We cool. No, but I don't know. I feel like will our parents be cool? Will be.
I mean, my parents live in Nigeria, so obviously they interact with a lot of different people that are not only Igbo. But I just think growing up, you hear a lot of different things about other tribes, like, Omo Igbo, don't go near them, all that kind of stuff. But, we're the new generation, and we are interacting with each other. A lot of different tribes live in Lagos, so we have to, mix and mingle. And, different tribes are getting married and stuff. So it's not as big of a big... Okay. Well, that's what it seems like.
Kind of.
It is 2017, so I mean,
Yes.
why not intermingle? But
I mean, it's still an issue sometimes.
it is an issue.
Like,
It's an issue
lie,
for
my
many
mom's not
different.
gonna let me marry no Igbo nigga. Dead ass. Like, that's not happening in my family.
I mean, my
They gonna
parents
clown the hell out of
may
me.
clown me, and they may say whatever they want to say. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at the end of the day, it's your personal choice.
It's
Yeah.
your personal
And
choice. That's
I
what
mean, if the
they
guy
want you to
is
believe.
Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Edo
Delta.
State, Delta, whatever the tribe is, as long as he treats you nice and whatever the case may be, I feel like everything should be fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So, whatever. So then there's Nigerian versus Ghanaian, West Africa versus West Africa.
Ghanaians are mad
Why they mad?
because back in the day, a whole bunch of Ghanaians
Don't
lived in
start.
Nigeria. No,
Don't
I'm going to tell the
start.
story because
Don't
y'all
start.
be acting like y'all don't know. So a bunch of Ghanaians lived in Nigeria, and Nigerians were like, damn, y'all need to go back to your own country. So, there's the term Ghana must go, the Ghana must go bags. So we gave y'all those bags so y'all could pack y'all shit and go back to Ghana.
I don't
so
think
Ghana must
I
go.
do not think that's how it's.
No,
It
Nana,
just-
that's
I
the
don't-
story. I'm so serious. That's the story.
It's the way you're saying is so vague.
I mean, but y'all get what I'm saying. And I feel like that's where like the beef
So
started.
it was just like take the bag and you could do.
So why did the Ghanaians have to go?
I really don't know, but I just think it was like a huge influx of Ghanaians in Nigeria. And the Nigerians were just like, listen, it's too much of y'all need to go. And I think the
Damn.
bag, it's not like that we gave them the bag, but the bag that was very common that they used during their exodus out of Nigeria was the Ghana Must Go bags, which is why it's
True.
called the Ghana Must Go bag.
Shout out to all the
They're those
Ghanaians
plaid,
though. Shout out to y'all.
They're those plaid laundry bags that they use in the UK. Yeah, that's what we call Ghana must go.
We will talk about that in another episode because those bags are popping. Let me tell you.
They
have a
kind
few
of
in my
are.
house.
Yeah, so-
Low key, high key. Didn't
Check out-
Balenciaga try to make them high fashion
Girl,
a couple
we'll
years
talk
ago?
about that in like episode 8.
That's so sad.
Anyway, so then the next beef, I feel like, that's the elephant in the room. Let's just talk about that one. Africans versus African Americans. I just feel like they have such an issue with us for whatever reason. I feel like they want to be down because they were stripped of that like
I think
culture.
it depends on who. Not everybody gives a fuck about their roots like that.
Yeah.
A lot of black people don't even claim that they're from Africa.
That is true. But the ones that do, I feel like they, like, I don't know, they go to ancestry.com and they find out, like, oh, yeah, I'm from this tribe. So let's say, like, they're from that Igbo tribe where they have, like, 90% of, like, Igbo in them for whatever reason.
For
And
whatever
then-
reason. You
I
mean
mean,
the slave
okay,
trade?
yeah. I mean, the slave trade, yes. I mean, I don't really, it's sensitive, but,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not too educated on how ancestry.com works. So I don't want to really speak on that. But, you know, they look it up, and then all of a sudden they start like adapting the names. Like, I seen this one girl, she commented on it, and she wrote on Facebook that she went on ancestry.com and it was like 80% Nigerian and like something West Indian and something else, and then she changed her name to like Nkechi on Facebook. Bitch, what? So I'm like, okay,
She chose a strong name.
a
too.
strong name. Like, okay,
That's
so
funny.
I don't know if that's cultural appropriation or
Can
admiration
Can
or
it be cultural appropriation if you're
Absolutely.
like if you're appropriating your own distant culture?
but I don't know how I feel about that. And I
Yeah.
also feel like a lot of Africans don't know we don't know where to place African Americans when it comes to that
I
specific
feel like with the
sensitive
appropriation
issue.
topic, if you don't really know about it and if you haven't done your research, and even if you do all that, if it's not your culture, not saying that you shouldn't appreciate it, but you should be sensitive on how you approach it. So you can appropriate a culture that's not necessarily your culture, but you guys share the same race. Yes, you can. What's the other thing you said?
What about what?
You said, I don't know, I forgot, girl. Anyway, keep
Okay.
going.
Well, anyway, so
That was just on my
there's
heart.
that. So I mean, I feel like we are, as Africans, are accepting of them for the most part. I do. I do. Like, if someone told me that, you know, they're 90% like Igbo, I mean, someone has told me that. And I asked them, like, have you been to, like, Igbo land? Like, have you gone to Nigeria?
You know they have.
And they'll tell me, no, but I've seen Lagos on TV and something like that. Like, if you're going to tell me something like that, like, have the information or give me some type of, like, pinpoint as to, like, I did this to, you know, I don't know how to explain that. Like, you can't just throw something like out there like that and then expect me to, like, accept it. I don't know. Like, if you're going to tell me, like, you're Igbo and you have Igbo roots,
I'm
How?
gonna be real. When it comes to, at least with a lot of Nigerians that I've been around, or let me say Yoruba, a lot of Yoruba people I've been around, there's a word that we have for black people, and some of y'all black people might know the word if y'all have some Nigerian friends. It's akata, and it means a black person. And honestly, our parents that were born and raised in Nigeria and came here, from what they saw from black people when they were back in their country, it just wasn't a good interpretation of black people. It wasn't a good representation. So when you come here and you meet these African Americans, you think they're like thugs and all this kind of stuff. Like, my whole life I was told, don't be like the black people. And as fucked up as that is, you have to think about where our parents come from and what they saw. The same things you guys see on TV from Africa is kind of the same thing that we see about black people in Nigeria. Like, we saw Boys in the Hood and we thought that was y'all. Like, you know, so I mean, it's
You
kind
saw
of
the gods must be crazy, and you thought it was us.
right. So, you know, it's kind of a divide, and I feel like our generation, since a lot of us are first generation, second generation, we're kind of closing that. But we still have a lot of people in Africa that, you know, straight up Akata, like, oh, you're acting like an Akata, oh, all your ghetto stuff. Like, that's what we hear from our parents just because, you know, they say we're acting black, whatever the fuck that means. So, I mean, there's a little bit of divide.
there is a divide. So
But, I mean, I love y'all. I fuck with y'all.
I love you guys too. Like, I mean, 80%
at the
of my
end of the
friends are
day-
African American. So I have no doubt in my mind I love you guys.
But I feel like I've always been kind of outcasted because I have been the African.
African,
Yes.
that too.
But I'll let y'all have that.
I mean, at the end of the day,
but then
we're
I
all
do feel like
black.
my friends too. Like, they always feel like the outcast when it comes to me, you know, being amongst my African friends, and they're the only African American in the group. So they do. It goes both ways. But the next one. Okay, so the next one and last one would be Africans versus Caribbeans. That problem would come with. I feel like it comes with music.
Oh, can I just say one thing?
What?
I'm really tired of y'all niggas thinking that WizKid is Caribbean, that thinking Afrobeats is Caribbean. It sounds very similar, but don't play a WizKid song, or what's that song that they think is Caribbean? The Corey de Bello song, Do Like That.
Oh, yeah.
Don't play that song
my
on y'all Snapchat and
gosh.
be like, yes, this is my Caribbean music. It's not. It's Afrobeats. It's from Nigeria. Don't try it.
Did you guys see? Speaking of that, did you guys see on the Shade Room? There's this music reviewer called the Needle Drop. He's this white music reviewer, and he.
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw how he
Talked
was
about
dragging
Wale.
Raleigh because Wale was capitalizing on the Caribbean music trend, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
He totally is.
Wale's making Afrobeats. It's literally his
sarcastic, yo.
culture. Like,
It's literally two different things. Like, there's a
He's
thin
white, right?
line.
yeah, he's clearly.
Simple. But there's a thin line between Caribbean music and
And
Afrobeats.
Afrobeats.
Very thin. Like you could
Very
step
thin.
I mean,
over.
Afrobeats, yeah, there may be some Caribbean aspects in Afrobeats, but it's not the same thing. Come
I don't
on,
even
y'all.
want to say that. I mean,
But
yeah,
where
that
did
could
it
be
come
Caribbean
from?
Exactly.
So
Where did it come from? It's Africa.
Like,
So for,
we're-
for
at
to
the end
even
of the
say there could be
day.
Caribbean aspects, no, it's all from Africa. We all come from the same place. We just are in different areas. So
Simple.
it's Afrobeats influence, or Afrobeats is influenced by just straight up being in Africa. Caribbean music is influenced by your African ancestors, hip hop, R&B, all that shit.
Very
So,
true.
but I'm just saying, it makes sense, whatever. Just when you're listening to the WizKids and the Davidos, he's not Caribbean. It's Afrobeats.
Simple.
But yeah, so
I don't know. My last thought on this would just be everyone should just be sensitive when it comes to people's cultures and how you basically talk, or I don't know, however way you feel about how you should be in that culture, just I don't know, be sensitive. Because to me, I may take it personally, or the next African may take it personally, even if you're just, trying to pay respects to that culture.
Gem.
At the end of the day, we're all black, so we have to stick together. Solidarity. Sort of.
Yeah,
That's another topic for another episode.
All right, so now we're going to move on to our hot topic of the week. And we're going to talk about dating while African.
Ooh-wee.
And, what our experiences are. Have you guys dated other Africans? Or have you dated other people that are like non-African and you as an African? What was the difference? What was the struggles? So, yeah, we'll start off with you, Sophie.
Oh, I am put on the spot. Okay.
Yes, you are.
I wasn't even allowed to date at all when I was younger. It was so funny.
That is an African struggle.
That is an
That
African
is an
struggle.
African struggle right there.
Like, they don't want you to date, but then when you graduate college, you're supposed to have a husband.
Listen, I was
Okay.
just about to get to that. Listen. So I was not allowed to date when I was a teenager. Don't go after boys. Just go to school, read your books, focus on that. And suddenly, when I'm done with school, Sophie, where's your boyfriend? Where's your husband? You need to get married.
Sophie,
Sophie,
ass tell me not to look at niggas.
my
Right?
mom, literally, you told.
What? How?
I remember specifically my father telling me not to date until I was 18 years old.
Wow, only 18?
Only 18.
Oh, wow. Because at
And then they would
18,
joke,
that's when I
wait
started
until
getting
you're
the...
30.
Oh, because 18, I was getting the, you better close your eyes to guys. When I got into school, my
Open
mom
them
used to
to
call me
God.
every week, like,
Yeah.
no boys. That's
In school?
She started
College?
She started the conversation.
God.
Hey, mommy, how are you doing? How's school?
I hope
No
you're not
boys.
into
No
them
boys.
Close. Oh, I hope you have a good day and have a good week. No boys. Like, that was the conversation. No boys in the beginning, no boys at the end. Simple.
Okay, so when
I
you
remember-
were...
Shit. What happened?
I was going to say when you were finally allowed to date. So what were your experiences?
Am I
with-
really allowed to date at this? Like, am I?
I mean, I
Like-
guess you're just keeping secrets now.
I'm just gonna say for the record, I have not brought a man home to my parents, and I don't plan on doing that.
I'm laughing because I did. I made a mistake.
Oh,
It wasn't a mistake.
this is why you just don't bring any
Yeah,
old
I
body,
don't-
girl.
Listen, as a matter of fact, it got so severe that I think my parents asked me. They were like, "So Sophie, like, are you a lesbian? Like, there are no boys. You don't talk to anyone."
That's a real question.
And I
to
was
them.
like, I mean, that's cool if y'all think I am. I'm not, whatever. But I'm not bringing nobody to the house unless, we're like, shit, unless he's literally on my wedding day. That's when my parents will meet the man. Because
Okay.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to hear nobody's mouth because I know exactly how my parents are and I don't want to do it to myself.
All right. What about you, Nana?
When it comes to that, I just feel like the minute you bring a guy home, they're just like, so when's the wedding? There's no dating
Yeah,
process
exactly.
with Africans. Like, there's no, I have a boyfriend. What is that?
What is that? What is
So
dating?
to Africans, it's like, what is dating? What is courting? What is that? Like, you're getting married, and then
Right.
that's about it. But when it comes to like dating within other, cultures and stuff like that, I feel like through experiences with my friends and certain things like that, like many would say that there's an issue with how they connect with your culture. You have to
Yes.
explain literally everything.
Yeah.
From food to music to dress styles to hairstyles.
And even when you
That
do
is
that, it's still
absolutely
And
like
true.
an
it's
issue.
it's an issue. Like
Yeah.
it comes to a point. I've heard one time one of the a guy told one of my friends that she made like, what is this, like eba and like a goosey soup,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just like, ew, what's that?
Oh, bitch. That's my house.
Wait, what was he?
He was African American.
Oh no.
Yeah.
See, that's just
It
disrespectful.
was ill, quote unquote. It was that.
She must have been young when she brought him around.
Sure was.
Yeah, because
So-
if you're like older, you know what type of black person to bring to your African parents. You can't just
No,
bring
no.
any
It
old
wasn't
vibe.
like she brought them in. It was more of a, I have food and I'm eating it, and you're asking, what is that?
What is that? I mean, you could ask what it is, but don't be rude about it and say, "Ew, that's disgusting."
Yeah, we're all like,
yes, African food is, is different, but y'all eat chitlins, so leave us alone.
I heard those things stink.
Yo, they stink so bad. It's poop.
Pig, it's
Ew.
It
it's
makes your
pig
house smell like poop.
intestines.
Ew.
I ain't never had chitlins.
Me
I mean, I've
either.
had many situations where it's like, you want some chitlins? I'm like, listen,
Chitlins
I know
looks
what
like
these are.
chitlins looks like that kind of thing that's like that may be disgusting, but may actually taste good.
I'm good, thanks. Just like they always good to everything we eat. I'm good.
But anyway,
So
so yeah.
and
Yeah, go on.
I don't know. How do you feel?
Yeah, what about you, Simbi?
Well, let's see. I have a really big family, like most African people. And I have about 12 uncles and aunts, and they're pretty young. So they all got married within like the last 10 years. And every wedding I went to, somebody will be like, "Okay, Simbi, you're next." I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm 12. Like, what do you mean I'm next?" So and I've been hearing that like forever. But let's see, with dating, yeah, I didn't really date in high school. I dated in college. I did date in high school, and I dated Nigerians because I lived in Nigeria for a year. And no shade, I will never date another Nigerian.
My God. I'm so sorry. I'm so triggered by that year that I was in Togo.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, but yeah, Nigerian guys, like, they were cool. They showed me love. I love y'all too. But Nigerian men are really they're very demanding.
But even at a certain
age.
age, like
certain
even at
age?
the age of 18?
Oh, yes, because if what you see at home is what you do outside. So if you see that your father is like, I'm the macho man and your mama got to do this and you got to cook this and blah, 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 like, that's what you're going to do outside.
Oh, this is why I don't want one that's, in Nigeria to import them into America. I need them to be culture
I feel
here.
I guess just me, and I always say this, just me and my personality, I don't want your mother as my Yoruba mother-in-law. I have my own Yoruba mother. I don't know. I just feel like Nigerian men, and not all of y'all, okay, just a good amount of the ones I experienced, they're just a little misogynistic.
I think not even Nigerian men, just like
at least the ones I've experienced, they're just,
a good amount of African men.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's the culture, but
I mean, there's pros and cons. Like I said, I've dated Africans, I dated Black Americans, and Black Americans are cool. I feel like, I don't want to say I relate to them more because I relate to them both the same, but Black Americans, I don't know. Like Nana said, some of y'all just disrespectful as fuck when it comes to African culture. Like, it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you be eating that fufu and shit. You be speaking that shit. Like, I don't got time for that. Like, you don't need to be so ignorant when you're trying to date an African girl. And then y'all use the same corny line all the time. Oh, my African queen. We not all your African
Nubian,
queens. Like, I have a name.
like what?
But
Chocolate.
I got love for all of
everything.
y'all. Yeah, so.
I'm chilling. So
But I do prefer to date Africans over Black Americans. You know what? I don't know. Maybe like next time dating, I'll date a Black American. I don't know. Yeah.
I have the unique experience of never dating a Togolese man in my life. And that's, obviously because Togo is so small that I rarely encounter other Togolese people. And if I do, they're usually family members. Oh, um, so yeah. So I've never been able to date another Togolese man. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
I was-
so
okay.
since we were talking about like African Americans and Africans, men, what are the differences between them, like dating them? Or like have y'all dated like both, or have y'all dated like just one type, or
I've been friends with both sides.
what do you mean friends? We're talking about dating, girl.
No, I'm talking about friends.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, there's a distinct difference. Like, there's nothing like being around your own.
Of course.
They understand the struggles. They understand that if you're gonna date someone, you can't play games. But to a certain extent, Nigerians specifically, are known to play games.
Which is why I'm not dating y'all.
But if they're serious with you, I believe deep down in my heart, if they're serious with you, they will tell their family members about you, and then that's as far as it will go.
Yeah, you have
and
your,
they won't play anymore. They'll still play, but it would be more. You won't be just any old, around the way girl.
you
If
have
you know what
your
I'm
few
saying.
ones.
Yeah.
Yoruba demons are real.
Yeah.
So
Evil wolves are just the same.
So, but I still have love for y'all. Like, my dad is a Yoruba guy. He's a sweet man. So,
My dad is Igbo. He's very nice.
Yeah,
But
so-
I mean, you're not gonna get your father in this 2017.
you know what's weird? I don't know. They always say women date their dads, and a lot of the guys that I've dated have been a lot like my father. But I don't not to say like everybody just dates, but I like specifically look for stuff before I agree to like even talk to you. And most of the guys I talk to, they like have like the same kind of aura personality as my dad. So, I mean, my mom tells me not to do that. She's like, don't date your father. You need to date your own pussy.
I mean, but
Have
Or
I
your
dated
father's
my father?
personality.
Have I dated my father before? Well, not dated my father. Ew. Dated
somebody
dated
similar.
someone similar to my father. You know what's so funny? I feel like I do the exact opposite. I think I tend to gravitate towards men that are like the complete opposite of my dad. Like my dad is the total opposite of me. Like he's not laid back at all. He's like very like strict and by the book and like type A. So I feel like I'm just so triggered from my childhood.
I guess maybe with me it's just like I really didn't start hanging out with Africans until college. Everybody I hung out with was black. I was dating black niggas. I was friends with black people. I didn't really have African friends. So I just started dating African guys in college. Well, that's not true. I dated one African in high school. Never fucking again. Never fucking again because he was Nigerian. But then, I'm sorry. Look, I'm Nigerian. I love y'all. But listen, I've had my experiences with Nigerian men, and it's tough. But yeah, I don't know. Not to say I prefer black guys, but I don't know.
I just feel like it's just the more like that comfort is the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
You have
Yeah.
the same thing in common, no
That's
matter
true.
where
I know
in
my
Nigeria
mom
you're
might
from.
like you.
Yeah,
versus
like
a black
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
no matter where you're from in Nigeria, you have that similarity, and I feel like that's probably what I would gravitate towards.
So
Not
if
so
you brought
much.
home somebody from like Tanzania, because they're African.
They are African. But the difference between
Not even brought home, like date, like you date.
Okay, so shout out to my Tanzanians because Mushi, he's my friend. But they're
Alright.
cool, but just the difference in food or the difference in culture.
So you prefer,
So you prefer-
Nigerians, like that's who
West
you prefer to date.
African.
West African.
Maybe,
Okay.
yeah.
So, that's interesting. So East African.
I'm not saying that I'm closed off. You never know where God will
Right.
guide you in life. But I'm just saying that just that similarity is comforting.
Yeah, because it's closer to your culture.
I don't have to explain anything. You kind of know, like, even if it's a Ghanaian, like, they still have the same kind of values that I would hold or my parents have instilled in me. Unlike, I don't really know the values of a Tanzanian or a Kenyan or a South African specifically. I can learn them, but it may be, you have to teach me a lot of these things. So and I'm not trying to step on any toes, or disrespect any traditions.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so that's it about dating. If you guys have any other things you want to add to our conversation, remember to comment under our SoundCloud so we know how you guys feel. Nigerian guys, don't come for me. I still love y'all. I just won't date y'all. So next we're moving on to get your shit together, right?
Yeah.
Music?
Get
I
your
don't know.
shit together.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, yes, get your shit together. This is the wellness segment. So, today's topic is fear and not letting fear get in the way of new experiences. I can definitely relate that to this very podcast because I remember for a while I was really afraid of putting myself out there, you know, and I had that fear. Oh my God, what are people going to think? Are people going to react well to me and to us and to to this project that we're putting out? You know, do you guys ever experience this kind of fear?
I was
And
right
what do you
there
do?
with you.
Yeah.
Got on my good old knees and prayed. Like,
You prayed?
a little bit, girl. I
Aw,
prayed.
girl.
You know, just saying. Let me not be out here looking like a fool.
Yeah, girl.
But no, yeah, I feel you. Like with the whole fear thing, and fear comes with a lot of territories with me. Like with school, being being inadequate when it comes to my success in life, and
Yes.
just I don't know, just hoping that everything in life just falls into place the way it's supposed to. So my fears are very like long term, like just in the future, dating and marriage and
Yeah.
kids and career, podcasts, like every little thing, like literally scares the hell out of me. So that's where my fear would lie. Death, like
Oh my God.
Death.
I like everything. Like what else?
Fair.
You took it there.
I took it there.
yeah,
let me
Sippy.
see. I wasn't necessarily scared of putting out the podcast because I'm fucking funny. So
my
I mean,
God.
I just know y'all would fuck with us. But I would say that I was maybe a little nervous about maybe how people would receive it because everybody has their ideas and their opinions and their grievances. And even though I don't want to say I don't give a fuck what people think, but you still want to be sensitive to other people. Like, for instance, we talk about stuff that might not be everybody's popular opinion. And it kind of sucks when you get people saying, well, you're wrong because of this and that. So maybe I had a little bit of fear about that. And yeah, just putting yourself out there, that's always a scary thing. So yeah, but we did it. So
We here.
big up to us.
We're here.
We're here. Like
We should give each other. We should give ourselves a high five
Yeah.
for doing this
Yeah.
because this was a lot of work.
no, seriously.
Yeah, I feel like every good and new experience comes with taking yourself out of your comfort zone.
Definitely.
I'm definitely like realizing this now. Well, not realizing this now. Like I knew this before, but it's definitely coming to light much more. You know, as I'm putting myself out, as we are putting ourselves out with this
So
new
what
project.
kind of tips would we put out there that can help people with fear? Because I don't really know how I cope other than praying. And I know it sounds so cliche, whatever, but that's literally like all I can do and just try my best to work hard towards what my goal would be. But that fear still lies in me. Like even as we're like comfortable now talking about the podcast and talking within the podcast, like I'm still scared. Like
Oh, of course.
whatever is put out there, hopefully people take it with, not a grain of salt, but just take it with some type of
Y'all better love it.
I don't know
Appreciate it.
appreciate it or
Yeah.
just take it that we're not coming from a bad place when we do say certain things. So, and I just hope that as we do speak, people, I don't know, they just receive it the way it's put out there, the way we decided to put out there. They receive it the right way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think it's definitely important to push through. One thing that works for me, like when I'm afraid of something and how people react, it's just simply just doing that task. Like that first step of doing it, that just kind of helps you get through your task and just lets you push through and quiet down that fear that you may have, you know?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, don't be afraid of things, of life, you know? It's so true though, but like don't be afraid of life. Don't be afraid to experience new things. Don't be afraid of your own talents and your own art, you know? Believe in yourself because no one else is, you know?
That's not true. People believe in us, girl. They believe. I believe I can fly.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
All right, so we're gonna move on to music. So Nana, what do you got for us this week?
So with the music, in light of, wedding season, Bella Niger, shout out to y'all. Anyway.
Hey,
Y'all can shout
sponsor
us out
us.
too.
Yeah, Bella Niger, I'll see you all day, every day.
But continue.
So anyway, it's always wedding season in Africa.
It sure
and
is always wedding season. God damn.
and the wedding, other than people like Flavor, P Square, Brenda Fassie, and Banky W, and Two Face. Speak it up.
Wait.
Wait, Two-Face?
What? Sorry. What wedding song does Banky W have?
Yes, no, yes. You know that song? Would you be my love? I can't sing. I can't be doing this. Like,
Okay, yeah,
All
I
right.
know what song that is.
Anyway, he some of the top wedding artists for Africa. So there's no way you can go to a wedding and not hear any of those artists. Anyway, so my top 5 songs that you would definitely hear at an African wedding would be African Queen.
Of course. You are my African
I'm not playing that at my fucking wedding, bro.
Yo, me either.
Girl of my
Hire that
dreams.
song.
He's the only
Jesus.
one I see.
The next one is Beautiful Onyinye.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, wait, so no.
We were all like trying to get ready to sing it, but then we didn't know.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Beautiful, yeah.
That song, I would put the Rick Ross version in there.
What's that one? What's that song? Oh, yeah. Oh, P
No
Square.
One Like
No One
You.
Like You.
Yeah,
There we go.
okay, thank you for my section. But I mean, that was number 3.
My bad.
P Square's No One Like You. Yori Yori by Bracket.
I don't know. I just had one pop up in my head, but it's not a wedding song.
Oh, okay, well.
I was gonna say Ashawo.
I mean, that song will be... I'm not playing that at my wedding.
I just think it's funny. Like, hey, y'all can't say I don't Ashawo. I got a name.
Oh my God.
Like, I would do some shit like
God
that.
forbid, nobody could ever.
So,
The Bonge, Fall in Love.
Oh God.
And you can make me fall in love. Don't make me...
Aw.
I love that song.
That song
Like,
is cute.
Adada by Flavor. It's super Igbo. I don't know. Okay, well, so that's a
Flavor is
traditional-
Igbo? I'm sorry, y'all don't shoot me. He's Igbo?
Yes.
Where's he from?
Anambra State.
What?
Anambra State.
I ain't never heard that state before. Where's this? North?
No, it's Igbo land.
So where's... Okay, so north is Hausa land.
Mm.
And then Igbo land is where?
East.
East. Okay, uh-huh. Next.
Anyway. Well, I mean, we do have like 5 states. Igbo.
Yeah, I know, but it's just, I've
Or
never
6
heard of
states, I
that
think.
one.
Yeah, so
So say it
Really?
again.
Anambra State.
It sounds like you're saying a number.
I mean,
That's
I
what
don't have the accent.
Oh, no,
Anambra
I thought
State.
you were like a number state. And I'm
No.
like, what is a number state? Like 1, 2. That's why I was confused. But a numbra,
Yeah.
is that what it's called? Okay, cool. All right. I'm learning, y'all. We all learning.
Yeah. And Magic System.
Oh.
Everyone knows what the Magic System. He's so old, but it's really popping. Like,
yeah,
there's
they're
no
a
way you
really
can pace
old
that.
group.
Yeah, so.
All your parents probably love Magic System.
Yo, I mean, once it starts come that
What
what are they even saying
they're saying they say the first it's basically fool me once, shame on me, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me.
that song is
Yeah.
so old. Like, I mean, it's so long.
It's
It's like 7 minutes. And they're just saying, fool me once, fool me twice. Like, for 7 minutes.
I mean, I'm sure they're saying more. Than
Oh, okay.
that.
I was about to say, like, you just be dancing, your feet be hurting.
You know what they always
step.
play at weddings, African weddings?
What?
Gospel music.
Yeah.
Really?
They don't play, like, it don't sound like gospel music, but it's like praising God, but it's still like a bop. Like, what is that song? Like, every day I praise him, I will praise him every day. Praise. Like, they play that at the end.
Okay,
where all the
yeah,
old
true,
folks start dancing, they
true,
start like
true,
jigging.
true,
Yeah,
true.
my mom has like given me her purse to dance to that song on many
I
weddings.
mean, I don't know if I'm going to want any, like, gospel music like that at my wedding.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I kind of want it to be, like, a party. Like, we're celebrating the fact that I actually said I want to marry you.
see, the thing about Yoruba weddings, at least like with the women, I don't really have a choice, like in what goes on, at least for the engagement. Because my mom always says, like, your American wedding, that's yours. Your Yoruba engagement, that's ours.
Oh yeah,
That's
I mean
where
the
we gonna
traditional
party it
part.
up. Yeah,
I feel like I'll give that all to my dad. To
yeah, like my mom, like that's when they
do.
like, you know. So I ain't really got.
I don't know any of that. But
I'm just gonna show up for that one, honestly.
to
Like,
be honest,
I'm just gonna sit there and look cute, and y'all can party it out.
In a lot of Togolese weddings, I don't know if you guys get this too, but they tend to play Celine Dion like a lot.
nah.
Yeah, we play a lot of Western music in our weddings.
Really?
Yeah, like old Western music, like old ballads.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to our topics, and I have a name for it. I'm gonna teach y'all a little Yoruba. The people that are actually native Yoruba speakers, don't come at me. But we're gonna call it Kilon Shele. What's happening?
Oh, true.
Yes. So,
Okay.
Kilon Shele in today's pop culture. So the first thing we're gonna talk about, I think we have like a good mix of like African shit and like American shit. So what do y'all want to start off with?
That Davido shit.
Okay.
Davido.
So Davido or Davido, I don't know how y'all say it. Had another baby girl. Her name is Haley.
How many children does
Haley.
he have?
He has 2. He has another daughter. Do you? Well, I don't know, but do y'all
Haley.
remember when he like tried to take his daughter like to the like he was trying to like fly his daughter out somewhere, and they like blocked him because the mom said that like he kidnapped the girl.
When was this?
This was like maybe like a year ago or 2.
He didn't get consent.
No, I
Isn't
think
that
he just-
American 411? Like you just don't.
No, they
do
weren't in
that.
America. They were in Nigeria. But anyway, congratulations to Davido.
Okay.
He had another baby with his girlfriend. They had the baby in Atlanta. He's a baby daddy ×2. So yeah.
Okay. Good for him. I mean,
Yeah.
is he from Atlanta?
He was born in Atlanta, but
Okay.
he was like raised in Nigeria. So
I mean, he got the coins, so he's good.
he do got the coins, and so do them baby mamas. Y'all are stacked up because y'all have his
Congratulations to
kids.
David.
Yeah, she's cute or whatever. Yeah, none of you
Is
got
she
something to
Nigerian?
say?
I don't have
Nana
nothing
keeps
to say.
making faces.
I'm not doing anything. 'Cause I don't-
You have anything to say about David on his second child?
Sure don't.
But you know what? On another positive note, because him having a baby is a positive note, he paid for this guy that has his same name. I guess David's name is David Adeleke. I don't know. But there was this guy on Twitter, and he was like he needed help to pay for his tuition for his Yale media workshop. And Davido was like, "Oh, you have my same name. I have to help you out." So he helped out a fan on Twitter pay for his tuition.
Oh, that's nice. My name is also Davido.
Wow.
Oh, Nicki Minaj is something like that. too.
And my name is also Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
But yeah,
can't.
anyway, congrats to Davido or whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about I think we're gonna like jump back between like American shit and like African shit. So we're gonna talk about Bow Wow's flexing ass.
Oh my
Lord.
God.
So Bow Wow was on Instagram and he posted a picture saying, you know, we're about to go on this growing up hip hop press run. I guess he's gonna be on the next season of Growing Up Hip Hop. I don't know why, because usually those are people's parents that are hip hop artists, not like you yourself are the hip hop artist. Except Romeo, but Romeo, like there would be no Romeo without Master P. So still, but he's on the show or whatever. So he posted a picture on Instagram of his private jet and his fancy car and was like, "Hey, we out here. We about to do this press run, whatever."
A private jet with no one in the picture. He wasn't there.
You know what? That was a good point.
Yeah.
That was a good point. I just
And it was
looked
on
at
the
picture.
outside of the
It was
jet, not the
completely
inside.
empty. The picture just screams stock photo 101. Like, he definitely Googled that and pulled
He
that up.
definitely tried it.
Anywho,
There was no one in
so
that picture.
a few hours later, somebody posted a picture of Bow Wow in commercial. It looked like regular, like it didn't even look like
Like
first class or
Delta.
nothing. And they
Spirit like
took a
shit,
picture
buddy
of
pass.
Bow Wow, and they were like, "This nigga over here fronting like he was about to be on a private jet, but here he is."
Buddy
So,
pass.
so of course, everybody don't do that.
Buddy pass.
Don't do that.
Buddy pass.
Not buddy.
So anyway, Bow Wow got upset and was like, "Fuck y'all niggas. It don't matter because y'all taking Spirit anyway." Which I think that was a low blow because we all know what just happened with Spirit. They had that humongous fight in Florida because their flights were canceled. And Spirit, you know, I've never taken Spirit, but it is a cheap airlines. So, and people take it. So he didn't have to do that because obviously he needs airlines too.
It sounds like he's mad that he got caught.
That he got caught,
So that's no one's fault but yours.
Bow Wow is so irrelevant. Like
He's so annoying.
Can
Like,
somebody
so
get
annoying.
Lil Ma, like
he's just,
little mom.
yeah, you know, like they slick twins.
They do.
Or whatever, yeah.
They do.
Do y'all remember when he posted this video where like he had a hood and he was like trying to hide from people, like a group of people behind him. He's like, oh man, y'all, they about to recognize me. They about to recognize me. And then he's like running and nobody even knew who he was.
Oh
like Bow
my
Wow
God.
swears that he's relevant
He's
and he
so
really
lame.
isn't.
He is so
hair nappy,
lame.
but I'm happy, pocket full of
But I
dope.
mean, we giving him some juice by talking about him so next.
I mean, because the shit is funny.
It is funny.
Oh wait, but they were making a lot of different memes about that. The little Bow Wow challenge.
Oh yeah. Y'all are so petty. Y'all didn't have to do Bow Wow
I
like
love how the
that.
internet works.
Yes,
You guys
Black
move
Twitter
so
come
fast.
through always.
Y'all didn't have to do that. Anyway, so next we're going to talk about Banky W. And Banky W, for you guys that don't know, he's a Nigerian.
He was bae. We got divorced though.
Okay. He's a Nigerian musician. I think he actually found
Nah.
WizKid.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think he's the one that put WizKid on. And he is like one of the finest artists. He looked like a daddy though, but like a fine daddy, so it's all right. But
So he's old.
I don't know how old he is. He just looks older than the rest of them that are like out here making music.
True.
Yeah, but he recently got engaged to Adesuya Etomi. She's an actress. That's what y'all say.
She's very Yoruba with that name.
You know, she's half Yoruba, funny enough. Yeah.
What's the other half?
I don't even remember from what I read.
Oh, really?
Because I had to look her up. I didn't know who the hell she was.
She also, I thought she was like from up north, just by the way her face kind of looked.
Oh, I didn't even know who she was. Apparently, the movie they were in together is called The Wedding Party.
It's cute.
Is it cute? I feel like it looks corny as fuck.
It's like one of the corny, like little,
Yeah.
Tyler Perry types.
I guess.
It's a
And
Nollywood movie.
Yeah.
Nollywood movies look real different these days. They look like a
Very
real...
They got some really
Americanized,
good production
Westernized
values.
Yeah,
stuff.
but like still the corniness of the Nollywood movie.
Yeah, the bad writing.
Yeah, but anyway,
Tyler Perry.
yeah, so they're engaged. Apparently people didn't even really know they were dating. They've been dating for like the last like 2 years. So, but nobody be paying attention to Banky W. But I know it's like a big thing in like Nigerian community because Banky W is like the bachelor. Like he's kind of grown and he's not married, and usually people are kind of married by his age. So I was reading this article on Bella Ninja where they were like, "Oh, signs that they were together the whole time," and I'm like, "What you mean,
Girl, bye.
signs?"
So
Like,
is this like a new Beyonce? Oh, signs. Beyonce's about to tell us who she, like what kids she's having.
I don't
to the
know.
boy or
but
girl?
It's like everything I'm seeing, like, is Banky W and Homegirl. Banky W and Homegirl. Like,
I mean,
it's like
yeah.
y'all bit to be excited. But
Congrats
yeah.
to him.
So congrats.
I mean, shout outs
y'all.
to him. Yeah, congrats.
I don't know.
I wonder if they're gonna play Yes No at his wedding, like his songs.
Oh, they probably will. You know, niggas be corny like that. Their first dance is gonna be to
Like,
that
yes,
song,
no.
to my song. That's hilarious. And Nigerian got, well, I don't know. Yeah, because they expect, not even Nigerians, just Africans in general, they expect the women to get married so young, but then the men, they can let them go until like 40 before they get
Yeah.
married.
Not my parents.
What?
Not my mama.
She wants your brother to get married like immediately?
No, she wants none of us to get married until we're like
Oh.
45. Like, how about that?
But yeah, I just feel like that's what, I mean, whatever.
His mama.
Right?
It's
Not my
just
mama.
a stupid standard. Like, y'all expect women to get married by like 25 and push out babies by like 26, and this man is like pushing 40. Like, but
How old is this woman?
I think she's 29.
Oh, okay. That's
And he
not
might be
that
like 37. I might be lying. Yeah. So,
bad. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
she's
come on.
at the normal age to get married, 29, in
Yeah.
African standards. I
I
think
don't know.
29, 30 is good. Like, what? Yo, people be bugging.
That's
I'm
kind
not
of
trying
late
to be
for
no-
Africans.
yeah, it's
Yo,
kind of late for
every time people like
Africans.
get married at like 24, 25, the side eye, like, what?
I
We're
mean,
just
everyone,
still so
everyone in
young.
their own life.
They do have their own
because
lives.
I couldn't do it, but I'd understand other people that do it. But I just know for me personally, I just could not. Like,
Because I always see the aunties, they always look so tired, so worn out, just because they've done it for so long. Like,
yeah.
but the other ones that are just doing it right now, like, they're like 36, 37.
Yeah,
the uncles, like-
Africans still had that mentality. Like, you don't
They
necessarily
do.
need to work. You just need to be a wife. So that's probably why they're like, oh, you're done
I
with
feel like
school,
things
you
are
can be a
changing
wife.
now. Hell no. You need to
I mean,
make your
things are
coins
definitely
too. Like,
no, things are definitely changing, but
Yeah.
Africans, it's always a little later, and they're so stuck in their traditions. Like, back in the day, women couldn't work. That's why we had to get married young, but that's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter to a lot of traditional people because it's like
I
it
mean,
don't matter. You
at the
can
end of
still
the
get
day, if you
married.
did not give birth to me and you're not trying to spray me with no money at my wedding, peem.
There go that pim.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, next we're gonna talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta because now y'all
Phony, Fay
Oh
Fay.
God.
All right, so
Phony, Fay Fay.
That was the best takedown of a villain that I've seen since I don't even know.
Phaedra is a villain.
She is a. Did you hear her say in the show? She was like, "Oh, so now I'm the villain." Yes, you are, Phaedra.
She's so. Ooh.
You're the villain.
I can't stand
I can't
Phaedra.
stand her. Did you see
Like-
that she went to like some club or whatever? The church, the Southern Belle was
Wasn't
at the
she, like,
club
dancing
shaking
in
her
Tell me
back.
that, but she deleted it, right?
Wasn't she dancing to like Nuck If You Buck?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you nucking if you bucking at? You didn't nuck or buck at anybody, Phaedra, when it came at you. So you really don't need to be dancing
She
to that
just
song.
sat there quiet. Like, she didn't even defend herself or try to apologize, except, "Oh, I'm sorry, Portia. I'm
sorry, Portia? Did she apologize to Candy?
No, barely.
Oh, she's so hateful.
Barely.
She's so hateful.
She didn't.
She
I don't think
she
she
spent her
did.
whole entire time apologizing to Portia and her fake tears.
And trying to tell Portia that she was in the wrong. She tried to spin it so bad.
So bad.
Like,
I don't
you
even
know when you
believe
get
that
caught-
Portia didn't
Oh, absolutely
know.
not.
I feel like
Oh.
Portia definitely knew.
Yeah.
But, you know,
when it got bad.
That whole thing was an act from all sides.
It
except
definitely
for
was.
Candace.
Except for that, I need my sister. I hated that whole.
She was
like, I just need
no
my
tears
sister.
coming out of your eyes. Come on, girl.
I was like,
seriously.
but you know what was funny out of the whole thing? Sheree,
What?
fake. I'm crying.
Everybody was like
was
walking
like,
around
Crying in
crying.
all 4 episodes. I swear. She was
Like, that
she
face-
spent the whole reunion crying.
What is she, the bone carrier?
I don't know
I'm
what
the
she
bone
is.
carrier. I guess the bone carrier got to
bone
cry when,
collector.
like the bone. Oh, bone collector. I guess you got to cry like when the bones start falling. So,
I don't know what she needs to do. Just like her dress was falling. Her dress was falling the whole
That
time. She
hair-
was holding it like this
Yeah, it was
the
pretty
whole
bad.
entire time.
Her closure on her wig, that distracted me the whole entire
No, it was the
time.
lip color.
It was
I don't
really
understand
bad.
why you wait to look your worst on the reunion.
Yeah.
Like that's just so weird to
I
me.
mean, but even her housewarming party, she didn't even look. She wore a whole prom dress.
Oh, sure.
I mean, you know, she had to like cut down on the wardrobe because the Chateau Charest had to be built. So maybe she like cut down on like the reunion outfit too. Because girl, what was that? But whatever. But yeah,
That was Lord and Taylor Clarence.
but Team Candy because
Candy.
and it's so
Always.
weird because I'm on like Twitter and I see people talking about like, oh, Candy's a hater. She's so worried about Phaedra. The candy coated gang always worried about Phaedra. Like,
Phaedra's just because they do it on camera, they're more upfront about it. Phaedra does all her bad stuff like
Right.
off camera,
and don't act like y'all don't talk to y'all friends
Like,
about
come
niggas that y'all can't
on.
stand. Like, shut
come
up.
on,
Yeah.
please.
But yeah, so who else was there? Kenya. As much as I love Kenya,
She was very
out of this.
irritating. Yeah,
can't
she
stand
was.
Kenya.
But it was just like a gloating moment for her, so I
Yeah.
feel her. Like I was with her. But then,
I'm not
girl,
gonna lie.
like
I can't stand Kenya, but she was entertaining.
I guess.
Like her look, her laughs.
you
her little-
shut up. No, you shut up.
You shut up.
She was just trying to find a place to shine because, like, despite her fake ass storyline with her crazy ass boyfriend Matt, she still was not interesting. I
She
love Kenya,
wasn't.
but she was not interesting, and she was trying to stay
season.
relevant.
She's beautiful.
And the sad part about it
But
is,
she also like, she was basically vindicated for everything that ever happened that was ever said out of Phaedra's mouth.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
and Phaedra got fired on that shit.
Thank
like,
God.
So she officially got fired.
Oh, she's officially fired.
and Nina,
And it's sad because we
back.
knew she was fired, but then they try to be like, "Oh no, nobody's fired till the end of the reunion." Then the reunion ended. Yeah, y'all, she fired. Like we knew, duh. But yeah, they're trying to bring Nene and Kim back.
Nene has been very vocal. Like she is pressed. Like she's been pressed since like the beginning of the season.
Why did he even sit out this season?
I don't even
I wonder
I
know.
don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's like I feel like Nene is too big for Housewives, but I also feel like Housewives isn't the same without
No, without
Nene.
her.
Yeah. So,
But this was a very good season, though.
It was a
without
good
Nene.
season.
it was a long ass season. though.
It was a long.
This
season.
felt really long. I
4
thought this was gonna
episodes,
end like when
reunion?
Married to Medicine ended. You know, like 3 months ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
No,
it was a
like
long time
seriously, yo,
ago.
it was. Damn.
But it was great or whatever. But you know,
Riveting television.
sidetrack to Housewives. I mean, it's still Housewives, but Lonnie Love was on the reel, and
She tried it.
She was talking about how she really doesn't like the representation of women, especially Black women, on these reality shows and things. For instance, like Real Housewives of Atlanta, because they have to drag each other to stay on the show to keep a check.
Mhm.
And they basically, not that they make the race look bad, but it's just kind of annoying because we want to see women, you know, be together. Y'all know what word I'm saying. And it's just annoying because we know you guys are doing it just for a check. Like, you're fighting, you're spitting at each other, you're doing all this extra stuff. And she was just like, I'm really tired of seeing that or whatever. So I don't know how y'all feel about that.
But with her, I just feel like she was very, very, very.
She just went into it.
I'm sorry, but I have a lot to say about that. I just feel like she was
Lonnie.
very because I love Lonnie. I actually like The Real.
Yeah.
And
No,
when
watch
that
No Tamer.
episode is coming up, I know.
That show's
R.I.P.
a
to
nigga
her.
show. The Real is like really a nigga like
Show.
talk show.
I
It
haven't watched
is.
since Save My Love, so.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it was a nigga
can't.
show before Tamar, but I
It
realized
was
how
very, very
niggerish
before
it is. Like, now that she's gone.
But
There's no
that
reason
episode we're
Jocelyn
talking
Hernandez
about
should be
actually
on your show.
comes out on Wednesday, and I just feel like Lonnie is being very, what is that word called? Hypocritical.
That was the
Okay.
word. That was in my
Yes.
head too.
Because basically, you bring all these reality show stars onto your show for ratings, which she did mention.
Yeah.
But like when you're on the show, you welcome them, you do all these things, you think it's funny, you talk about the situations, you talk about how they're ratchet, and you think it's all funny. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. But then you turn around and talk about this because it has to do with Candy because it was bad lighting on Black women. You can't have it both ways.
Didn't she have a behind the scenes beef with someone?
K. Michelle, another
Okay.
reality star.
Kim is
Girl.
so bothered.
She is bothered.
So
She also
bothered.
tweeted some stuff. But my thing is, you're being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So Lonnie just cannot have it both ways. And that's where I stand with her. I like the speech about Black women stick together, Black women, be proper and polished for, the world to see. We shouldn't be fighting each other, this and that. Yes, that's great. But you also do it behind the scenes. You also sit there and entertain the fact that these women do this on social media and do this on TV for the world to see. And you bring them on your show.
I mean, like you said, she said that it's for ratings and it's not really up to her, it's the producers. And I agreed with what Lonnie said. The only thing is, I don't watch the other reality shows like Love and Hip Hop and all that shit because it's extremely fake. Housewives of Atlanta, even though, it's Black women, they're doing all this kind of stuff to each other, I feel like to an extent it was real. That's what really happened. It's different when you're like, oh, they just do it to each other for ratings. I don't necessarily think they were just on the Housewives of Atlanta anyway. I don't necessarily think they were doing it for ratings. I think that's what really happened.
Because I feel like Phaedra was really mad at
Right.
Candy. She was being really spiteful.
Right, she was being spiteful for whatever reason. Like, a hater's always going to be a hater. But I just think it's ridiculous that, Lonnie, not to say that Lonnie can't see the difference. I mean, whatever, it's all reality TV. But it's like, I mean, they're a little bit different. I mean, they're the same, but they're a little bit different. And like you said, you're not going to have Jocelyn Hernandez on your show and talk shit about reality
Honestly,
TV.
though.
And that was
Like,
my main...
You can't compare a show like Love and Hip Hop, whichever branch, to Married to Medicine or Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, that show is it's not very, but it definitely has like a bit of refinement.
It's just trash. Like, honestly, anything on VH1 is trash. Like,
And the Real Housewives, anything Bravo,
Mona.
also they have like women that do have real careers, real money coming in before the reality checks, like these reality TV checks. Love and Hip Hop and all of them, that is their check. That's their meal ticket. Like half of them still live in the Bronx, like just chilling in Section 8. But you're on Love and Hip Hop. So there's a difference. Like Candy has
who
her
you think
own
is
money.
on Section 8 on Love and Hip Hop New York?
I'm not trying to say that because I kind of know some of them. So,
Oh,
Sips Tea.
Love and Hip Hop?
New York.
Peter Guns.
I didn't say nothing.
Peter, we did see him
I didn't say
in that
anything.
apartment with the mattress on the floor. We did see that.
That's
Mhm.
unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
We hope it works out for you, Peter
But
Guns, because you have a lot of
Sophie,
children.
you need to
and
stop
need
with
it.
that because that is not true. That is not true.
I saw Peter Guns once in Harlem.
Oh my God.
No, I saw him in Harlem. He had like a Cuban cigar, and I kind of looked at him like we were like both turning a corner, and I looked at him and I was like, "Is that Peter Guns?"
You said Peter Guns in Harlem?
I did. Where else? And it kind of looked like, when you see like celebrities that aren't real celebrities, like, ooh, you kind of looking at me hard. You might know who I am, but my thing about it is there's a very few amount of celebrities that I will stop and be like, oh, hey, what's up? Peter Guns is not one of them. So I kept it moving.
Yeah.
Because it's Peter Guns. Like, you sleep on a mattress on the floor. I don't care. But, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Man. Real
Anyway.
Housewives. What a season.
What a season.
What a season.
Yeah, I'm ready for it to be over though. It was very long.
It was very
very
long.
draining.
It
I
was draining.
So tired.
And
It
I
was
feel like they could
emotionally
have
taxing.
added 3 and 4 together. They could have just mushed all that together, and it
That
would
whole
have been
thing
fine.
could have been 2 episodes.
It really
Those
could've.
first 2 parts were totally unnecessary.
Y'all could have also fired Portia while you're at it. That's
Sure
just my
can.
opinion.
Sure can.
Yeah,
We don't
Portia
need
could
that.
Sheree can
go.
also go too, because I'm
Or
just
you
tired
know
of
what?
her.
Portia can stay, but she can be demoted to a friend.
I don't want to see her at all.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, you know, you're right. I don't want to
Like,
see her.
she's so annoying. She thought she was a journalist. She said, "I'm in the world of journalism." Everybody was like,
I mean, so am I.
Journalism.
So are we.
If you're
are
a
we.
journalist, we're journalists.
Yup, so are we.
Hold on.
Oh, Portia.
But anywho, so yeah, I think we're done with this episode, y'all.
Yay. So subscribe to us, email us, let us know what you think, and hopefully you like this episode.
Yes. Email us at dysapodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on all platforms. Do you speak African? And please subscribe. Like Nana said, subscribe, rate, review on iTunes, and leave comments on SoundCloud because we really want to hear what you guys have to say.
And remember, remember to email us your business, your list. Well, we're not gonna call it listener letters because we're gonna be different. But remember to email us, like, little things that we could like use on the show. Oh, your ideas, I guess, like other topics we could talk about that y'all want to hear us talk about. So,
Yeah, especially if you're from a different country and you have something pressing, or you have something that you want to hear us talk about that we haven't touched. We're open to
Also,
suggestions.
anything that was missaid, like on our part, like any misinformation,
Yeah.
let us know.
Correct
like, we
us.
can correct us because we don't have all the answers, and we're just talking based on
Because
what we
we're
know.
learning just like you too.
Very much. And we would also like to thank everybody that has shouted us out, supported us, anyone that has helped us, production, pictures, anything.
Shout out to my line sister Lo for the artwork.
Yo, shout out to Loli for the photograph. Thanks.
Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Nick. Thanks, Nick. We know
And
you're
shout out to
listening.
Jide Jacobs.
Oh, shout out to Judy Jacobs for all the help in putting the podcast on iTunes. Thanks, Judy. All right. Bye, guys.
Peace out.
Bye.